Hey, hello guys, this is Shekar. Now I'm gonna talk about special characters in Oracle database in SQL language. So how we can use these special characters in Oracle language? Let us see my screen to explaining. I'm explaining the special characters in Oracle database. These are the types of the special characters in Oracle database. So first one is in operator. Second one is not in. Third one is between operator. Fourth one is not between, and fifth one is like operator, and sixth one is not like operator, and seventh one is null operator, and eighth one is not null operator, and the ninth one, the last one, is concatenation operator. It represented by two vertical lines. It is represented by two vertical lines. So let us see one by one to understand how we can use these special operators in Oracle database. So let us see. First one is in operator. It returns true. It returns true if any value is available in the given list. So it returns, generally it returns true if any value is available in the given list. That means, so if any value in the given input list is available, then only this in operator returns true. So for example, if you see a suitable example in Oracle database, so you can easily understand. So here we have two questions to understand this in operator concept. So let us see the first question. Here is asking write a query to display the details of employees from EMP table. Write a query to display the details of employees from EMP table whose EMP numbers are 7125 7369 7782. So we need to find out among these employee numbers data from EMP table. So we need to find out those who are having these three numbers as a EMP number. So that many employees details we need to get it according to this question. So for that, to give the required answer for this question, I need to connect to the Oracle database by using Oracle SQL Plus tool. So I got connected to the Oracle database through the SQL Plus tool. So I just want to clear the screen to understand easily. So I'm clearing the screen. So here we have the default table. Is EMP. So now I want to see how many records, that means how many details and how many columns and rows are there in the EMP table. So that I want to use the query is to fetch out the records of the EMP table, means select star from EMP. So here select means to getting the data from particular table, and star means all columns of a particular table, and I am mentioning the particular table name EMP here. So yeah, I got the output for the EMP table. It is having 8 columns. And 14 records. 14 record means 14 employees are working under this EMP of a particular organization. So he is asking in the question to understand in operator in Oracle database. So write a query to display the details of employees from EMP table whose EMP numbers are 7125 7369 7782. So I will give the answer for this question by using the in operator in Oracle database. So let us see how can I'm going to give the answer for this question in terms of query. Is I'm using the query is select star means all columns of a particular table, and the particular table name is EMP here, and I am mentioning the where class condition here. So now now I am using he is asking please find out the details of employees whose EMP numbers are 7125 7369 7782. So that is why I am checking. He is asking to find out the particular employee numbers of a employee details. So that is why I am taking a column name is EMP number column. I am taking here in where class condition. I am taking the column name is EMP number, and I am using in operator. Here. So I am mentioning whatever he asking the EMP numbers here. I need to mention here. So 7369 and 7782 is asking. So is asking the numbers. Is asking the numbers 7125 and 7369 7782. So we need to this query is going to fetch out the records of among these three numbers are having the EMP numbers of employees. That many employees records it will going to fetch now. So actually what is the definition of the in operator? Once you read, in operator returns true if any value is available in given list, then it returns true. So it returns true if any value is available in given list. In operator returns true. So let us say in our list 7369 7782, these two only available in the employee table. So this in operator fetch out that two records only. Here 7125 is not available in this EMP table. So that's why it will skip this 7125 employee numbers details, because we don't have this EMP number here in this EMP table. So let us see the result for this query. To understanding easily this in operator in Oracle database, I want to see the result here. So this query fetched out the employee details. Those EMP number is having 7369 7782, but it skipped the 7125. Why it is skipped the 7125 means we don't have this EMP number in this EMP table. So that is why if any one of the value in the given list is there, then it returns that particular records. So the in operator definition is like that. So it returns true if any value is available in given list. So it returns true if any one value is available in the given list. That means, so there are two values are available in this given list. So that is why this in operator returns that two values record details here in resultant table. This is the way to understand in operator in Oracle database. If you want to see another question, you can easily if you see another question, you can easily understand this concept. So write a query. Let us read the second question here. Write a query to display the details of employees from EMP table whose names are Peter, James, and Johnson. So we need to find the employee details, all the employee details from EMP table whose names are Peter, James, and Johnson. So from this EMP table. So for this, I need to clear the screen to give the required answer for the given question. So here I want to see the EMP table details. So that means how many columns and how many rows are there in the EMP table here. To understanding this concept, I just did a mistake here. So spelling mistake is there. So again I want to see the result of the details of I want to see the details of the EMP table. For that I am using select star from EMP query to get the details of EMP table. Here EMP table we got it now. So it is having 8 columns and 14 records. That means 8 columns and 14 employees are working under this EMP organization. So we need to find according to the question, we need to find the details of employees from EMP table whose names are Peter, James, and Johnson. So we need to find those who are having the names of Peter, James, Johnson. That many records we need to fetch it out. The question meaning is like that only. So I will give the answer in terms of query for the question. I am giving the required answer is here by using the query is select star means all columns of a particular table. Here particular table name means EMP, and again I am giving the where cause condition here. So he is asking he is giving he is asking only these many names of records we need to fetch out now. So these names are belongs to which column? E-name column. That's why I'm taking E-name column here. In the condition I'm taking the E-name column and I'm using in operator. So what type of names he is asking to fetch out? So Peter name, we need to fetch out Peter name, James name and Johnson name. That's why I'm giving these three names in this bracket to get the details of the three names from the EMP table. That's why I'm mentioning the Peter name. Peter name is having the characters. That's why I'm giving the Peter name in between the single quotes, because Oracle allows the characters in single quotes only. In between the single quotes only, characters will be allowed by the Oracle. So that's why I'm giving this Peter name in between the single quotes, and then he is asking the James name, and then he is asking the Johnson's name. So if I use this query, that means if I run this query, so it will fetch the records of Peter, James and Johnson, but we don't have the Peter employee name and the Johnson employee details in this EMP table. That is why it is going to be fetch out only James record, only James record, because James record is here our EMP table is having only James record in this list. So our definition of the our in operator definition is it returns true if any value is available in the given list. So it doesn't care about the remaining values. If any value is available in the given list, then it returns true. So here in the given list, only James value is available in the EMP table. So that is why it is going to fetch only that James record only. So it doesn't care about the Peter and the Johnson, because these Peter and Johnson details are not available in this EMP table. So that we can get the answer in the form of by using this query. Let us see the output. So yeah, we got the answer. Having only one record, that James record is there. So why it is fetching only James means it is there in the EMP table, but Peter and the Johnson records are not there in the EMP table. So that is why we got only one James record here. This is the way to understand in operator in Oracle database. So here we have the next one is not in. So like not in, it is quite opposite to in operator. So not in operator is quite opposite to in operator. So it returns all the values except the values in the given list. So generally it is quite opposite to the in operator, but it returns all the values except the values in the given list. So if you see a suitable examples to understand this not in operator in Oracle database. So let us see the first question for this not in operator is asking, write a query to display the details of all employees. Write a query to display the details of all employees from EMP table except the employees whose EMP numbers are 7125 7369 7782. So we need to find the all employees details except the employees whose employee numbers are 7125 7369 7782. So I am going to give the required answer for this query by using SQL query in Oracle database. Let us see how I can give the required answer for this question. So I just want to clear the screen to understand easily it not operator, to understand easily this not operator concept. So I want to see the default table details. That means I want to see the details of the EMP table. So Here we have the EMP table having 8 columns and 14 rows are there. That means the 14 employees are working under this EMP table. So now I want to get the details of students. That means star means all columns of a particular table. Here particular table means EMP table, and I am giving the where class condition. Where class condition, he is asking in the question, write a query to display the details of all employees from EMP tables except the employees whose EMP numbers are 7125 7369 7782. So is giving the condition based on EMP number column. That's why I am going to take this EMP number on where class, EMP number column on where class, and I am using a not in operator, and I am mentioning whatever the condition he asked in the question. He is asking those except the employees whose employee numbers are except the employees whose employee numbers are 7125 7369 7782. So I need to mention these EMP numbers in this bracket to avoid this EMP numbers records in the output. I am going to give the numbers here, the 7125 7369 and 7782. So if I run this query, it fetches the records, all employees details except this three employee details. So here we have the EMP table having 14 rows. So after running this query, we will get the answer, the output is in the form of, let us see, is in the form of like having 12 records. Let us see the output. Yeah, it got the 12 records because in the given list only two EMP numbers are available in the EMP table. Only 2 employee numbers are available in the EMP table. That 2 numbers are 7369. So here 7369 is there, with the EMP number is 7369, and 7782. Clark EMP number is 7782. Clark EMP number is 7782. So these two numbers are available in the EMP table, but 7125 is not available in the EMP table. That's why we don't care about this 7125 EMP number, because we don't have this EMP number in EMP table. So this not in operator is performing on only these 2 employee numbers. So this not in operator is performing on only this 7369 and 7782 operators. So the main purpose of not in operator is to avoiding these two 7369 and 7782 records from the EMP table. So this is the purpose of using not in operator in Oracle database. That is why it avoided 7369 EMP numbers of the employees records from the EMP table. So totally 14 records are there in EMP table. After avoiding, that means after skipping of 7369 EMP number and 7782 EMP numbers, we got 12 rows. Out of 14 rows, our result is getting 12 rows. So this is the way to understand not in operator in Oracle database. So if you see you can see the second question to understand easily this not in operator is asking write a query to display the details of all employees from EMP table except the employees whose names are Smith, Ward and Johnson. So I'm giving the answer for this query by using the not in operator in Oracle database by using SQL query. So for that I just want to clear the screen to understand easily. Again I want to see the second question. I want to give the answer for the second question also. So that is why here we need to give the answer based on the default table EMP. That is why I want to see the records in default table EMP table. So for that I am using the select star from EMP. This is the query to retrieve the details of the EMP table. So here we have the EMP table having 8 columns and 14 records. That means 14 employees are working under this EMP organization. So he is asking, he is asking get the details of the employees whose names are. He is asking the question in the second question, except the employees whose names are Smith, Ward and Johnson. So write a query to display the details of all employees from EMP table except the employees whose names are Smith, Ward and Johnson. We need to skip those who are having the names as Smith, Ward and Johnson. We need to skip the details from the EMP table and to get the remaining employees of the table. So that is the answer for this question. So we need to get all the employees tables, all the employee details except the employees those who are having name as Smith, Ward and Johnson. So I will give this answer in terms of query using the SQL language in Oracle database. So how I am writing this query is select. So star, I need all columns of a particular table. That particular table name is EMP and I mention the where condition here. And in that where condition he is asking based on the which column, he is asking the question based on the which column, names column. That's why I am taking the name column here. Name column means that means in EMP table name column represents the ename. I am taking the ename here and I'm using the not in operator because we need to avoid the particular details whatever he given in the question. We need to avoid the particular details of the employee. So I need to avoid the Smith record. So according to the question I need to avoid the Smith record. So Smith is having the character, that's why I am taking the Smith name in between the single quotes because Oracle allows the characters in between the single quotes only. So then next one is asking we need to avoid the word, the employee word. Those who are having the name word we need to avoid here. That's why I am mentioning here. So then last name is asking Johnson. So if I write this query, that means if I run this query, it will get the records of all employees details except this Smith, except the employees whose name is Smith and Ward and Johnson. So except these employees names and remaining employees details of the EMP table, it will going to be fetch out now. So let us see the output, how it is going to fetch out and how many records we will get in this output by using this query. Let us see the output. So here I did a mistake. Here I did forget about this single quote. In I didn't mention the Johnson in between the single quote. That's why I got the error. So I need to clear the screen once again. I need to fetch the records of the EMP table here to understand easily. So here we have the 8 columns and 14 rows. So we need to give the answer according to the question. I need to fetch the all records from a particular table. That means EMP table, and I am mentioning the where condition. The question is asked based on the ename column. So we need to avoid the details of. We need to avoid the employees those who are having the Smith record. Those who are having the name is Smith. And we need to avoid those employees having the ename as Word, and those employee is having the ename as Johnson. We need to avoid these three employees names from EMP table. So rest of the employee details we need to fetch out by using this query. So here we have among this list, here we have only Smith record we have in the EMP table, and world record we have in the EMP table, but we don't have Johnson employees name record in this EMP table. So actually we don't have this Johnson record now. That is why this not in operator don't care this name, don't care this third value. So it only performs on the name, performs on Smith name and word name. So it performs on Smith name and word name, and by the purpose of not in operator definition, it will skip the employees those who are having the name as Smith and word from the EMP table. So let us see the result. What will be happens? Yes, we get 12 rows out of 14 rows of EMP table. We got the 12 rows. We got the 12 rows. Why we are getting 12 rows means, so this not in operator skipped the Smith name. Those employees are having the name as Smith, and those employees are having the name word. So that many records is has been skipped by the not in operator. Generally the meaning of not, that means the definition of not in operator is also like that. It returns all the values, except the values are there in the given input. So according to this definition of not in operator, it skipped Smith record, world record, but it don't care on Johnson record, because we don't have this Johnson record in EMP table. That is why it is only performs this action on this not in action on this Smith name column and word name column. That is why it performs the not in operator on the EMP names of Smith and word of a EMP table. That is why these two names records have been skipped from this EMP table in the resultant table. That's why we got the 12 records. That means we got the 12 employees records. So in among this 12 employees records, we don't have Smith name and the one name here. That is the purpose of the not in operator in Oracle database. So next here we have the next operator is between operator. So let us see the definition of the between operator. It returns true if the value specified within the specified range. So it returns true if the value is specified is within the specified range. So let's take an example. If suppose let us assume that here we have a set A called A. Here we have a set A, and that set is equal to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So set A is having the values 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if the question is like, if the question 1 is like, what are the numbers are there between the 4 and 5. If the questioner asked, the question is like, what are the numbers are there between the 4 and 8 means, this between operator returns the output is 4, 5, 6, 8. So that means between operator mechanism is starts from, that means it returns the values from beginning value to the ending value in the range. So if I give the if I use the between operator between 4 and 8, it will fetch the records from beginning number. That means it will fetch the records from number 4 to number 8. So finally it will get the output as 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if the question, when it comes to second question, if the question is like, what are the numbers are there between the 8 and 4, if the question, if the between operator, in the case the between operator is going to use between the upper boundary value to the lower boundary value, that means higher value to the lower value. If in the case between operator is going to use between upper boundary value and the lower boundary value, so the value is in the order is in descending manner. In that situations, this between operator result returns no values are there, or no rows are there. So this is the concept of between operators in Oracle database. It returns true if the specified value is within the specified range. So this is the concept of between operator. Let us take a suitable examples the examples for this between operators to understand easily in Oracle database. So to see that questions, I will give the practical answers for the questions. Here we have the two questions are there for between operator. So he is asking in first question is write a query to display the details of employees whose salary is between 2000 and 3000 from EMP table. So he is asking, please find out the details of the employees whose salary is between 2000 and 3000 from EMP table. So I need to give the answer in terms of query. So I just want to clear the screen to understand the between operator in Oracle database. So for that to understand to visibility purpose, I just want to clear the screen. So here we have the default table EMP. I want to see the details of this EMP table by using the query select star from EMP. Select star means all columns of a particular table name here means EMP table. So I want to see the details. What are the details? That means what are the columns and records are there in the EMP table. Here 8 columns are there in the EMP table and 14 records are there in the EMP table. 14 record means 4 rows, 14 rows. 14 rows is nothing but 14 employees are working under this EMP table of a particular organization. So he is asking the question to understanding the between operator. Write a query to get the details of employees whose salary is between 2000 and 3000 from EMP table. We need to get the details of the employees. We need to get the details of the employees. Those employees are getting the salary is between 2000 and 3000. So I am giving the answer for that question. I am giving the required answer for that question in terms of queries. By using the queries, select, I need all columns of a data, all columns of a table. The table name is EMP and I am giving where class condition here, and I am using the between operator. I'm using the based on which column is asking the question. Based on which column is asking the question whose salary is between 2000 and 3000. So he is asking based on the salary column of the employees of the EMP table. So that's why I am taking here salary column in where class condition salary is between is asking please find out the salary is between 2000 and 3000 is asking. 3000 is asking. So salary is between the 2000 and 3000. So if I run this query means what will be going to be it fetched now. So it will fetch the details of all employees who are getting their salary is between 2000 and 3000. So let us see the answer for this question. Yeah, I got the answer for this question. Here 1 2 3 4 5 employees are getting the salary between 2000 and 3000. Let us see the salary column of each employee. So Jones is getting 2975. That means it is greater than it is greater than 2000. That means it is in the range between the 2000 and 3000. Like this 850 Blake is getting the salary. So that 2850 is also there in the specified range of 2000 and 3000. So like this, so it will fetch the Ford record also 3000. So Ford is getting 3000. So it will also got the last boundary value of the given specified range. That means So it will get the 3000 salary also in the output list. So here our condition of the where between operator is your condition of the between operator is it will fetch the if I give the range from 4 to 8, if I want to perform the between operator between 4 to 8, that 4 it returns from beginning point, that means it returns from beginning number 4 to ending number 8. So that's why it fetched 3000 here. That's why we are also getting the 3000 also here. We are getting the 3000. That means that is the last, that is the ending boundary value of the specified range of the 2000 and 3000 range. So that is why we are getting this output among this EMP table. Among this 14 employees, we got this five records of the employees. Those who are getting the salary is between 2000 and 3000. If the question is like, if you see the second question, write a query to display the details of the employees whose salary is between 3000 and 2000. If the order of the range is changed to the descending order in the question, let us observe. If above question is asking, please find out the details of the employees whose salary is between 2000 and 3000. When it comes to second question, write a query to display the details of the employees whose salary is between 3000 and 2000 from EMP table. When in such a cases, if the order of the specified range is in descending order, that means when the case we need to use the between operator between the upper boundary value and the lower boundary value, then it returns the no records are there, then it returns the no values are there. Let us see how we can get that statement by using the query to give the required answer for the question is. So he is asking, so I need to clear the screen to understand easily. Also I am getting the default table details. I need to know the default table details, that EMP table details. So here we have the EMP table having 8 columns and 14 employees are working under this EMP organization. So we need to find out the we need to apply the between operator between 3000 and 2000. So 2000, the order of the amounts are in descending order. So here we have the situation to apply this between operator between the upper boundary value and lower boundary value. So how we can give this expression by using this between operator in SQL query to give the required answer for the given question. So I am writing the query is like I want to see the all columns and all records of the particular table. Here means EMP, and I am giving the where class condition. In that where class condition, based on which column he is asking to perform the between operator, based on salary column. So that's why I'm taking the salary column in where class condition, and he is asking apply the between operator between the range 3000 and 2000. So I am going to apply the between operator between the 3000 2000. So he is asking, please find out the details of the employees, those who are getting the salaries is between 3000 and 2000. So in such a situation, the range is in descending order. So the phenomenon of the between operator, so if the range of the between operator is going to apply between when the situation the between operator is going to apply between upper boundary value to the lower boundary value, then it returns no values. No values are there or no rows are there. So we are doing like that only. Now we are doing like that only. We are applying this between operator between the upper boundary value and the lower boundary value. So how it will happens in the output? Let us see the output. Yeah. I did a mistake. Yeah, I did a mistake here. I did mistake, spelling mistake in between name. So that is why I'm getting the error. So I just want to clear the screen. Again, I want to see the employees details, employee table details. So I want to fetch the records of all columns from EMP table, and I am mentioning the where class condition on salary column, and he is asking, please apply the between operator. That means we need to find the employees details. Those who are getting the salary is between 3,000 and 2,000, 3,000 and 2,000. So the order of the between operator range is upper bound descending order. That means we are using this between operator between the upper boundary value of the specified range and the lower boundary value of the specified range. We know very well the purpose of the between operator when in case we need to face the we need to apply the between operator between the upper boundary value and the lower boundary value. Then it returns no values, there is no rows. So let us see what is going to happen, what is going to happen in the output. Just see the output. Now I'm going to run this query by clicking the enter button to see the result, whether it is going to fetch the records or not. I want to see now. So I'm clicking on the enter button to see the result. So it is showing no rows are selected. That means there are no rows are there in this query. So that means there are no rows are there in this EMP table. Why it is fetching like that? We are given the between range between the upper boundary value and the lower boundary value of the 3,000 and 2,000. So that is why we are getting this issue. So we are not supposed to give the range between the upper boundary value and lower boundary value by using this between operator in Oracle database. We are always should apply this between operator between the lower boundary value and the upper boundary value, but not the upper boundary value and the lower boundary value. If you mention the upper boundary value, if you apply the between operator between the upper boundary value to lower boundary value, it shows no rows or no records are there in the table. So this is the concept of between operator. So then we have the next one. Is not between operator. It is also quite opposite to the between operator. Here this not between operator returns true if the value specified is not within the given range. If the value is not there in the specified range, then it returns true. So it is totally, that means it is quite opposite to the between operator. Whatever the definition here we have in the between operator, it returns true if the value specified is within the range, then only it returns true. When it comes to not between operator, it returns true if the value specified is not within the range. If the specified range is not having the given value, then it returns true. So this is the definition of the not between operators. To understand easily, to analyze this definition easily, you can see the example question to understand. Here he is asking, write a query to display the details of employees from EMP table whose salary is not between the 2,000 and 3,000. Write a query to display the details of employees from EMP table whose salary is not between the 2,000 and 3,000. Here we can easily understanding this question. We can also know how we can give this answer. We know very well. So I'm here also I'm giving the answer in terms of queries. So I want to clear the screen. It is similar to the between operator concept question. So I want to see the basic table. I want to see the default table in Oracle database. The default table is EMP. I want to see the number of columns and records in EMP table. So here we have the EMP table having 8 columns and 14 employees are working under this EMP table of a particular organization. He is asking in the question, write a query to get the details of employees from EMP table whose salary is not between 2000 and 3000 by using not between operator. So by reading this question only we can we can get the answer in our mind. Because we have seen just now the between operator. This not between operator is, since this not between operator is quite opposite to the between operator, already we got the answer in our mind. So why we are getting the answer in our mind means it is quite opposite to the between operator. So he is asking, write a query to display the details of employees from EMP table whose salary is not between the 2000 and 3000. So I am going to explaining that answer in terms of queries. So I need to get the all details, all columns details from particular table name means EMP, and I am mentioning where class condition is here, and he is asking based on which column get the details of employees from EMP table whose salary based on salary column only. He is giving the condition is his salary is not between the 2000 and 3000. So that's why I'm taking salary column here in where clause condition, and and I'm using between operator. I'm using not between operator. We need to find out the employees details. Those salary is not between the 2000 and 3000. So that many records we need to fetch it now by using this query. If I run this query, it will get the details of the employees. Those employees salaries are not between the 2000 and 3000. Let us see the output, how many records are we are going to fetch now. So let us see. So here we have the nine employees are there. They are getting the salary is not between the 2000 and 3000. Let us find Smith's salary is 800. This is not between the range of 2000 and 3000. So like the Taylor is getting 1600. This is also not between the range of 2000 and 3000. So like this King is getting the salary is 5000. So this 5000 is also not between the specified range. That means the given range 2000 and 3000. It is not there in this range. So that's why we got this King's records salary here, and King's details of the King's is displayed here. So like this and so on. Miller is getting the 1300 salary. So this 1300 salary is not specified in this specified range. That means it is not there in the 2000 and 3000. That's why we got the Miller's details here. So like this we got the 9 records. That means we got the 9 employees details. They are getting the salary is not between the 2000 and 3000. This is the way of understanding the not between operator. It is quite opposite to the between operator. That's why we can easily understand this not between operator in Oracle database. Then we have the next one is like operator. It is used for, so generally like operator is used for searching the characters pattern. So the order of the characters in the sense the name having the characters in the sense name having the character, name is having the characters, and symbols and the numbers, all the combination of the letters is called the characters. So this like operator is used for searching the characters pattern in the given input. So this like operator uses the 2 meta characters. Generally this like operator uses the 2 meta characters. They are the meta characters means they are the 2 types of meta characters are, one is percentage symbol and the second one is underscore symbol. So percentage symbol represents the 0 or more characters in the given input. So that means in the when the case it needs to retrieve the 0 characters, then you can use this percentage symbol, or more characters we can use this percentage symbol. But when it comes to underscore symbol, it represents only 1 character. So only one case, when the case we need to find out only 1 character. So in such a situation we can use this underscore. So percentage symbol represents the 0 or more characters to be fetched out, to be retrieved in the given input, and underscore symbol represents only 1 character in the given input. So Let us take a suitable examples to understand this percentage symbol and underscore symbol as a meta characters for this like operator. So here he is asking them in the first question is write a query to display the details of the employees from EMP table. Write a query to display the details of the employees from EMP table whose name starts with S. Whose name starts with S. So write a query to display the details of the employees from EMP table whose name starts with S. So we need to find out the employees details. Those names are starts with S. He is asking the condition in the question is like that only. So now I am giving the reply for that question. I am giving the required answer whatever he asking the logical condition in the question. I am going to give the required answer for him. So by using the SQL query is. So I just want to clear the screen to understand easily here also. So I just want to clear the screen, and I am fetching the records of basic default table of the database. So the default table name is EMP. So here the EMP table is having the 8 columns and 14 records. So that means 14 employees are working under this EMP table. So we need to find the employees details. He is asking please find the details of the employees from the EMP table, whose name is starts with the S. Whose name is starts with the S. Let us find the e-name column in EMP table. How many number of employees are having the S as a first character in their name? So here Smith is having S as a first character in his name. Then like that just observe. And Scott is having a first character S as a first character in his name. So I think these two employees names are starts with the S. That's why we need to find the too many records, the two records here by using the query is asking the question is like that only. Write a query to get the details of employees from EMP table whose name starts with the letter S. So now I am giving the answer in terms of query for that required question. So select star from all columns of that particular name, employees details. I need to fetch it out from which table? EMP table, and I am giving the where clause condition here. So I need to mention the where clause condition on based on which column table from whose name column in the sense in EMP table name column represents the e name. So e name. So I am using the like operator here. Generally like operator is using like this only. So he is asking please find out the details of the employees whose name starts with S. So I am giving S is a character now. That's why I am checking S in between the single quotes. So after first letter S, we have the remaining letters also there in the employees names. That's why after S letter we may have the remaining letters also there in the that particular name. Those names are starts with S. After S, the remaining letters also there in the that particular name. That's why I am giving the percentile symbol represent the remaining characters of that particular name is starts with the S. So this is the way of using like operator to find out the employee's name starts with the S. So here S represents the first letter of that particular name, and here percentage represents the remaining letters of those particular names. So this is the way to use this like operator in Oracle database. If I run this query, it will fetch the records. Those employees names are starts with the letter S. That records only it will going to fetch now. So I want to see that many records. So in the form of output. So I just want to click the enter button to see the result. So I got the answer. Here only two employees are. We have two employees. The two employees names are starts with the letter S. The two employees names are start with the letter S. This is the way of understanding the like operator. If you see another question to understand easily, just see the second question for this like operator. He's asking write a query to display the details of employees from EMP table whose name ends with S, whose name ends with letter S. Just clearly observe the question, clearly read this question. Write a query to display the details of employees from EMP table whose name is ends with S. So we need to find the details of employees whose name is ends with the letter S from the EMP table. So I can show you practically in Oracle database by using SQL plus tool in SQL language. By using the SQL language, I just want to clear the screen and I want to see the default table details here. So the default table name is EMP. So here we have, we know very well the default table is having the 8 columns and 14 records. That means 14 employees are there in the EMP table. We need to find the according to the question, we need to find the details of employees. Those employee names are ends with S. Those employee names are ends with S. So let us find how many number of employees are having their name ends with S. Just find out here. Just see under the e-name column, Smith is ends with H, so it is not satisfied the rule. So Ellen is ends with N. Here Jones, just find out this Jones record. The Jones name is ends with S. So we are going to fetch this record and let us see still how many employees names are ends with S. Adams is also ends with the letter S, and James name also ends with the letter S. So this Jones, Adams, James records we are going to fetch it now by using the query. I am using the query in terms of SQL language, means I am using the query select. I need all columns of those particular employees, so is ends with the letter S. Letter S has their name. So from which table? EMP table. I am giving in the where cast condition on which column he is asking the question, on name column. Name column represents in EMP table how it is going to be representing in EMP table. Name column representing e-name and I am giving the condition by using the like operator. So he is asking, so please find out the details of the employees whose name is having the last letter as S. So that's why, so I am using percentile and I am using the last letter is S. Here percentage represents the numbers before the letters before the S. So whatever the employee names are having the characters before the S, so for that purpose I am using percentile here. The questioner asked the question, write a query to display the number of employees from employee table whose name ends with S. That's why I am giving the S is in the last in this expression, and percentile is percentile is before the S. Percentile represents the remaining, that means the before letters purpose. I mentioned percentage here. This percentage represents the previous letters, the before letters of S. This percentile represent here. So that's why I'm using this operator by using percentile S to find out the how many number of employees are having the S as a last character of their names. So by using this query, I will get the details of how many employees are having S as a last letter of their names. So I want to see the results, how many records are there in the output. So here I did a mistake. I did a spelling mistake here. E-name spelling. I given the wrong spelling for e-name column. So that's why I'm getting the error. So I need to again I need to write the query. So select star from EMP. If I did any spelling mistake or grammatical mistake, it will show the error. So it will damage our time to complete this session. So select star from EMP, and I'm using the where class condition on which column he is asking based on ename column, and I'm using the like operator here, and I want to get the details of students, details of employees, those names employees whose names are ends with the letter S. That's why I want to get the previous letters before the S, and I want to get the last letter as S. So that's why I'm giving the expression like by using the like operator is like that. So I want to see the result for this query. By running this query, I will get the names and the details of the employees. Those employees names are ends with the letter S. So I want to see the output for this query. Yes. So here only three employees names, only we got the three employees here. These three employees only having the letter S as their last letter of their names, So this is the way to understanding like operator in Oracle database. Well, let us see next question also. You can see the next question by using the underscore. We have seen as of now like operator using percentile. Now you have to see the like operator by using the underscore. For that purpose, here we have one question is there. Let us see that question to understand like operator by using the underscore symbol. Generally underscore symbol represents only one character in the given expression, one character in the given input. So let us find this question. Let us observe this question. He is asking, write a query to display the details of employees from EMP table whose name is having second letter as L. So write a query. He is asking, write a query to display the details of employees from EMP table whose name is having second letter as L. So we need to find the number of employees details. Those employee name is having L as the second letter. L as their second letter. So we need to find that record by using the like operator like operator along with the underscore meta character type. We are getting this. We are going to get the answer for this question. Whatever he is asking, we are going to give the required answer by using like operator, by using underscore meta character. So here underscore meta character represents only one character in the input. So I will going to give the answer for this question is what he is asking, write a query to display the details of employees from EMP table whose name is having the second letter as L. So I need to find. I just want to clear the screen. I just want to know the details of default table EMP here. So here we have the EMP table, 8 columns and 14 records are there. That means the 14 employees are working under this EMP organization. So he is asking the question, please find out the employees details from the EMP table, whose name is having the L as the second letter, letter L as the second letter of their names. So let us find how many employees are having L as their second letter in their names. Let us observe here in Smith name spelling we didn't have L here. In Ellen spelling we have two L's here. So the questioner asking, please find the details of the employees whose name is having the L as a second letter. So here Ellen is having L as a second letter in his name. So we will get this Ellen's record in the output like this. We need to find still how many number of employees are having second letter in their names as L. So Blake is also having the L as a second letter in his name, and Clark is also L as a second letter in his name, and there are no employees. So that's it. So only Ellen and the Blake and the Clark has having the second letter L second letter L in their names. So the questioner is asking that condition only in the given question. So write a query to or display the details of employees from EMP table whose name is having second letter as L. So we need to give the required answer in terms of query by using the query is select star means all columns data. I need to get it from which table, EMP table, and I am mentioning the where class condition and based on which column. Names column represents name column nothing but in EMP table e name, and I am giving the condition by using the like operator. So I need to get the second letter as L. So if I mention the L means it is if I mention like this L means it will going to fetch the names. Those names is having the letter L as a first character. So this is not correct way to mention the L is here. So I need to mention one empty character here. One empty character, that is the first character of those employees name. That is the first character of those employees name. Why it is only one character means underscore symbol represents the only one character in the given expression or given input. So I'm giving the underscore for first character of the employees. So I need to find the employees those who are having the letter L as their second character. So I don't know the remaining letters of their remaining characters in their names. So that's why I'm using percentile. Percentile represents the zero or the more number of characters in the more number of the letters or characters in the character. So that's why I'm using a percentile here. So here I'm underscore is using to represent the first character of those employees. We need to find the second character as an L of so we need to find the employees details those name is having the L as a second character. So that's why I'm giving the L here, and I don't know the remaining characters are there in the particular employee's name. So that's why I'm giving the percentile here. So percentile we know very well represents the remaining number of characters or zero number of characters or more number of characters. That's why I'm giving the percentile here. So by using this query, if I run this query, I will get the details of employees whose names are having the letter L is a second character in their names. So let us see the result, what will going to be happens in the output. So yeah, I got the three employees records here. So here first employee is Ellen, second employee is Blake, and third employee is Clark. So this among these three employees, so every employee name is having the second character is L. Having second character is L in among these three out of these three employees, every employee is having the letter L as their second character of their names. So this is the way to understand the like operator by using the underscore meta character. Then we have the next operator is not like operator. So it is quite opposite to the like operator. It is similar to the it is quite opposite to the like operator. No, that's why it is very easy to understand. Let us take example questions to understand this not like operator. Write a query to details of the employees from EMP table whose name is not starts with S. So whose name is not starts with S. So we know very well whose name is starts with S. That query we know very well. According to the previous question, we gave the answer for the required question is get the details of the employees from EMP table whose name starts with S. We have done in previous query, but here he is asking write a query to get the details of employees from EMP table whose name is not starts with not starts with S. So I need to give the answer in terms of query by using the SQL language. So for that I'm getting the details of basic table, that means default table EMP table. So here we have 8 columns and 14 employees are working under this EMP table. We need to find the details of the employees. We need to find the details of the employees whose name is not starts with the S letter. So for that I am using the query is select star from which table I need to get to EMP table. I need to mention where class condition. He is asking the condition based on which column? Name column. So he is asking write a query to display the details of employees from EMP table whose name is not starts with S, with the letter S. So we are giving we are going to give this condition on name column, and the condition is condition is going to be used by the not like operator. So I am giving the condition in based on ename column, the name column, that means the ename column, and I am giving the not like operator here, and our condition is our first letter is should not S, right? Our first letter is should not S. That many records we need to fetch out. So first letter means S. So remaining letters I don't know. So this is not like if I didn't mention this not, here, so first letter is S. So if I didn't mention this not here, what will happen? So the query, in this query, if I didn't mention the not here, so what it will going to get the result? So it will get the results of the employees names starts with the letter S. If I mention the not means when it comes to when the situation you need to mention the not means it will not going to fetch the details of the employees whose names are starts with the S. So let us see what is the difference between the like operator and not like operator here by using this query is. So yeah, we got the records, 12 records, 12 employees are records. So whose name is not starts with the those 12 records, those 12 employees names are not starts with the S character as a starting character. So this query represents, this query meaning is ename is not like S character. So the meaning of this query is we got the answer of the details, we got the output of the employees details whose names are not starts with the letter S. So this is the output for the given question. This is the answer for the given question. Next we can see the second question. To understand easily this not like operator, write a query to display the details of employees from EMP table whose name is not having the second letter as L. So by using underscore meta character we need to give this answer for this question. He is asking write a query to display the details of employees from EMP table whose name is not having second letter as L. So I am going to give the required answer for question. So here also I want to see the basic table information, that means I want to see the details of EMP table. Here EMP table is having 8 columns and 14 rows, that means 14 employees are working under this organization. So I want to get the details of employees from all columns of a EMP table. I need to mention the where class condition here based on which column. He is asking based on name column nothing but in EMP table name column nothing but ename, and I am using not like operator to get he is asking please find out the employee's name, find out the employee's details those name is not having the second character as L. Those name is not having the second character is L. So whoever is having the second character L, we need to skip the those many employees record from this employee table. The question meaning is like that only. Just see the question once again. Write a query to display the details of employees from EMP table whose name is not having the second character, second letter as L. So we need to see here Smith is not having the L. Smith is not having the L as his second character of his name, and and Ellen is having the L as an his second character. So we need to skip this Ellen record. So like that, Blake is also having the second character L, second letter is L in his name. So that's why we skip this record. So because we are using not like operator. So because the questioner is asking, please get the details of except those who are having the letter L as a second character of their names, that many records you need to fetch. The questioner asking the question is like that only. So that's why whoever is having the second letter as L in their names, we need to skip those many employees records from this EMP table. So for that I am using underscore operator, because I don't know the first character of that particular employee's names, and we need to give the second character is L. We should not get the L as a second character. That's why I am giving the L here as a second place in this expression, and I don't know the remaining characters in all the employees. That's why I am giving the percentile symbol here. Percentile symbol represents the remaining characters, or before the characters, or the zero characters, or the more characters. Percentile symbol represents. So more numbers are before numbers, or previous numbers, are remaining of the numbers of the first letter. So before the first before the end of the characters, and after the first character, it will represent, the percentile represents the like that only. That's why I am giving the percentile symbol here. So if I didn't mention not here means, it will fetch the records of the employees those name is having the second letter is L. If I mention the not means, sorry, here it is a not now. If I mention the not means, it will fetch the records of the employees those name he is not having a letter L as their second character of their names. So let us see the output for this query. If I run this query, how many number of employees we will going to get? Let us see the output. Yes, so we got the 11 employees records, 11 names, 11 employees names are there. So we got the 11 employees names and their details in the EMP table. So we got it now. So here just observe the question meaning is, so e name is not equals, e name is not like, we gave the underscore symbol. So we don't know the first letter of the particular employee. So and we give the condition is like not like means the employees shouldn't have the letter as an second letter of their names. So here Smith is not having the L as his second letter of his name, and Ward is also not having the L as his second letter in his name, and Jones is also not having the second letter as L. So like this, all these 11 employees are not having the second letter as L. So that is why this query fetched out these 11 employees records here. This is the concept of not null, not like operator in Oracle database. Then we have the next operator is null. So it returns to, it is used, is null generally used to search for the null values in the given input. So is null operator used to search for the null values in the given input. For example, if you see the question, if the questioner is asking write a query to display the details of the employees whose commission is null from EMP table. So we need to find out that those who are getting commission is null, then that many records of the employees, that many employees records we need to fetch out. He is asking like that only. Just see the EMP table in Oracle database to understand this question to give the required answer for the question. So here we have the basic table in Oracle databases, that is EMP. I want to see the records. These are the records are in EMP table. He is asking write a query to display the details of employees whose commission is null from the EMP table. So generally this null is null operator used to search for the null values in the table, null values in the given input or the table. So he is asking write a query to display the details of the employees whose commission is null from the EMP table. So let us observe EMP table. Here EMP table commission column is there. So some of the employees are getting commissions. So here Ellen is getting the 300 is commission, Ward is getting 500 as a commission, and Martin is getting 1400 as his commission. But remaining employees are getting their commission is null. So the questioner is asking, so please find out the details of the employees whose commission is null. So except this Ellen and the word Martin, we need to fetch the remaining employees details, because they are getting the commission is null. That's why we are going to get the employees details except Ellen, Word and Martin, because Ellen is getting the commission, Word is getting the commission, and Martin is getting the commission is 1400. So remaining employees is getting the commission as a null. So that's why we need to get that many records here according to the question. I am going to give the answer is in terms of query is select star. I want all columns data from EMP table. I am giving the where class condition based on which column he is asking the question, commission column, commission, and I am using is null operator. I want to see the employees details who is getting commission as null. So is null, commission is null from so if I use this query, I will get the employees details, those who are getting commission is null. So there are 10 employees are getting the getting their commission is null. So here 10 employees are getting null commission from the company, So similarly we can see the next question to understand this is null operator. Write a query to display the details of employees who is having the MGR is null from the EMP table. So he is asking let us see I want to clear the screen, and I want to see the records of the employee table here. So he is asking, please find the employee details of the EMP table whose MGR, that means please find out the employee details whose manager ID is null. MGR means manager ID. So please find out the details of the, that means please display the details of the employees whose manager ID is null. So let us observe among this all the employees. So King's manager is null. So King's manager ID is null. So we need to find that King's manager ID, at the King's record by using this is null operator. So we need to find out King's record by using is null operator on which column? Manager ID column. So I am using select star from EMP. I am giving the where class condition here. So on which column? MGR ID column. So MGR ID column I am using is null operator. So if I use this query, it will going to get only one record, because only one row is getting null. One row is getting null out of this 14 rows. Out of this 14 manager IDs, one manager ID is having the null. So that employee name is King. So we will get King's details of the EMP tables only by using this query. Just see the output for this query. Yeah, so only the employee King is having the null as his manager ID, so here King is only one. King is doesn't have the his manager ID in his record. So this is the way to understand the is null operator. If you want to see the another question also, you can easily understand this is null operator. Write a query to display the details of employees whose salary is null from EMP table. So here you have to observe the EMP table once. So EMP table, you have the EMP table. Just observe the details of EMP table here. So let us see. So just find out or just observe the salary column of a EMP table, because in the question he is asking. So write a query to display the details of employees whose salary is null. So he is asking you should get the details of the employees whose salary is null. So whose salary is null. So we need to get the details of the employees whose salary is null. So can you find any employee is getting salary is null here? So no employee is getting their salary is null here. So that's why it will return. So what happens here means select star from I need to get all the details from EMP table. Particular table means EMP table, and I am giving the where class condition on which column he is asking the question. Salary column, and by using which operator is null operator. So he is asking please find out the employees details whose salary is null. Please find the list of the employees details, those who are getting their salary is null. He is asking the question is like that only. That's why I am giving the where class condition on salary column by using the is null operator. So here the output is no rows are selected. That means no rows are there. That means no employee in the EMP table is getting their salary is null. So no employee is getting null as their salary. So that is why this is the meaningless question. That's why it gives the output is no rows are there. So this is the way to understand is null operator in Oracle database. Then we have the next operator is not null. So it is quite opposite to the is null operator, and it is used to search for the not null values in the given input. It is totally different to the is null operator. Just see the definition. It is used to search for the not null values in the given input. For example, if you see the suitable example to understand if you see the suitable examples, you can easily understand this is not null operator in this Oracle database. So let us see the first question. Write a query to display the details of employees. Whose commission is not null from EMP table. So according to previous operator is null, this question is also like that only. Only thing is we need to mention the not null instead of is null. We need to mention the is not null instead of is null. So according to the previous question, whatever we gave the answer for the question for is null concept. So I need to fetch the records here. Just want to clear to understand is not null concept. So here we have the basic table. I want to see the employee table details here. Yeah, there are 8 columns and 14 records are there in this EMP table. He is asking please get the details of the employees whose commission is not null. That means whoever the employees are getting the commission is not null. That many records you need to get it in the output. Is asking the question is like that only. Here whoever is getting the commission is not null means they are getting the commission some, they are getting some commission. That means here Helen is getting the 300 as his commission, and Wald is getting 500 as his commission, and Martin is getting the 1400 as his commission. So we need to get these these three employees, and Turner is also getting the 0 as his commission. Here null is different, 0 is different. So these both two are two different values. Null is a different value, 0 is a different value. Here Turner is also getting the 0 as commission. So and Martin is getting the 1400 as his commission. So the questioner is asking, so please get the details of the employees whose commission is not null. That means those who are getting the commission, please fetch out that many employees details he is asking. So for that I am giving the answer in terms of queries. I want to fetch the all columns of a particular table, that means EMP table. I am mentioning the where clause condition. The questioner asked based on which column, commission column, and what he is asking, please fetch out the details of the employees. Employees commission is not null, is not null. If I use this query, what is going to be happens? Those who are getting the commission is not null. That many records we will going to see in the output. That means we will going to see in the output result the employees are those who are getting the commission. Those who are getting the commission, some commission. That many records we may see in the output. So I want to see the result, how many number of employees are getting the commission is not null. So that means how many number of employees getting the commission of some amount. So I will see the that many employees records in the output. I am just clicking the enter button to run this query to get the output means. So yeah, so here 4 employees are getting the commissions. So here our question is what? Please find out the details of the employees whose commission is not null. That means please get the details of the employees who those employees are getting commission is as some amount. So their commission is should not be null. So that many employees record we need to fetch it out. He is asking the question is like that only. That's why we got the answer. These 4 employees are getting the commissions. That means this 4 employees commission is not null, but their commission is having some amount. This means these commissions of these four employees are not null. So is not null. That means that is the meaning of this query. That is the meaning of this not null concept. So we can see the next question to understand easily. Write a query to display the details of employees who is having the MGR is not null from EMP table. So here he is asking write a query to find out the employees who is having manager is not null. Who is having manager is not null from EMP table. So like this above query, I need to write the answer for this second question in terms of query is select star from EMP, and I am giving the where condition on which column, MGR column he is asking the question, on which column. Please find out the details of employees who is having MGR is not null. So I need to questioner asked the condition based on questioner asked the question based on the MGR column. That's why I am giving the MGR column here in where class, and I am using not null. So I am using is not null operator. So by using this query, I will going to get. So this query meaning is it's going to be fetch the records of the employees his employees those employees manager ID is not null. So let us observe this EMP table. How many employees are having their manager ID is not null? 13 employees are having their manager ID is not null. So only King is having his manager ID is null. Only one person, that means only one employee here his manager ID is null in this MGR column. So he is asking, please find out the how many number of employees are having their manager ID is not null. So we may get the 13 rows among these 14 rows of the EMP table in this resultant table by using this query. So yeah, we got the 13 rows because every employee is having his manager ID, having his manager ID as having his manager ID. So except this king, all are having the manager ID. So that is why the query meaning is like that only. So the query meaning is, please get the details of the employees whose manager ID is not null. So that means whoever is having the manager ID, that many records we faced it now. So this is the way of understanding that is not null operator. Then last we have the last operator, we have the concatenation operator. This is the last operator in special operators in Oracle database. So these operators are represented by the two vertical lines symbol in keyboard. These operators are represented by two vertical lines. So generally the definition of the concatenation operators are, so these operators are used in the expressions. These operations are used in expressions to manipulate, that means to increase, to add. Manipulate means to add or increase. These operators are used in expressions to manipulate, that means increase or add characteristics. That means here we have a chance to add the length of the character, or we need to add the character. We need to add the new character, that means the new name, that means a new string to the given expression by using this concatenation operator. So if you see the below example to understand easy, you can understand easily this how we can use this concatenation operator in Oracle database. Just take a look to the below example. Look at the below examples. It shows how to use concatenation operator. So he is telling that please look the below example to understand how can we use this concatenation operator in Oracle database. So let us observe the query he is here. So if you mention the query, SQL query is select, and I am giving the name for some name here. So the employee name, and I am mentioning the semicolon, and I am closing the single quotes. So I am using the concatenation operator, and I am mentioning the particular column name of the table and retrieving from that particular table. So whatever the column name I need to mention here, so I can have a chance to mention some name for that particular column to visibility purpose, to get the clarity in output. For that purpose, we can have a chance to add this. We can have a chance to manipulate this new character, that new string in the select query. So here we have a chance to add the new name or the new statement to add. We have a chance to add the new statements like this for a particular column of a particular table. So if you use this query like select the employee name is semicolon, and I am using the concatenation operator on ename column from EMP table. If I run this query, I will get the output is like in the form of the employee name is Smith, the employee name is Ellen, the employee name is what, like this, the employee name is Miller. Let us see. I will explain the practical example, practical way of explanation of this query in Oracle database. Let us see. So CL or SCR to clear the screen. So to understanding the concatenation operator, here we have the basic table, that means the default table of the Oracle database is EMP. I want to see the records of EMP table here. Yeah, it is having 8 columns and 14 records. That means 14 employees are working under this EMP table. So to use the concatenation operator, so generally we are using the concatenation operator to add some name or add some string to a particular column of a particular table. So now I'm using one column. Now I'm using this concatenation operator to adding one name to a particular column of this EMP table. Let us see my query. Now I'm adding one name to the I'm assigning one name to a particular column of a EMP table. So now I'm adding one name. That means the employee names are the employee name. I'm adding this string, I'm adding this letter, I'm adding this characters, I'm adding this name to the particular column. After adding this name, we need to mention the semicolon here, we need to close the single quotes here, and then only you can use the concatenation operator here, and we need to mention on which column you need to assigning this string, on which column you need to on which column you want to assigning this name, on which column that column name you should mention here. I want to assigning this employee name on ename column from which table EMP table. So let's see the output for this query. If I manipulating this new name by using this format in between the single quotes. So I'm mentioning the semicolon, after that I'm closing the single quotes, then only I'm using the concatenation operator on which column, ename column, from which table, EMP table. So how I can get the output by using this query means. So let us say we are specifying the ename column names in a specific clarity manner. That's why we are assigning one name for ename column. So like this, we can also assigning a name for another column also. I need to assigning another name, another column. I need to assigning one more another name for another column. The employee numbers are the employee number. So I am assigning another name for the another column of a EMP table. Let us observe. After closing of single quotes, I will give the concatenation operator here. So on which column? EMP number column. I am giving this new name to the EMP number column of a EMP table. From a EMP table. So if I run this query, I will get the EMP numbers in a specified clarity manner. So let us see the output. So here I mentioned the name for the EMP numbers column. That's why it is displaying like this manner only. So the EMP number is 7369. The employee number is 7499. So like this, we can have a chance to add a new name. That means we can have a chance to add new string to a particular column of a particular table. For that purpose only, we can use this concatenation operator in Oracle database. So this is the concept of special characters in Oracle database. So it seems to be very big session. That means a lengthy session. It seems to be a very lengthy session. No need to worry. While going through this every topic, you can easily understanding by seeing only. It is the lengthy session. Once you enters into the topics one by one, you will have a interest to listen and an interest to practice these topics. So these are the concept of special operators in Oracle database. So I hope you understand, you guys, very well, guys. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.